day, friends. The other day I was helping a user learn how to split an STL file, and during that I had another user say I'm on Linux and I can't use meshmixer. So let me show you what you can do on Linux. If you visit Tinkercad and you start a brand new design, I'm going to call this slice and dice, and press enter, and then you can import an STL. Now it can only be up to 25 meg in size, so that could be a limitation, but let's see if we can make this work. The STL that we want to work with is a plate that had all of the parts for a cool cube. It is called CubeGears 2.3, and you can download it on Thingiverse, and it is an amazing project. Notice it does fit. It was only 4 meg. I'm going to keep the scale at 100%, and I'm going to simply import it. And that is the awesome cube. So if you only need one of the large pieces, or one of the small pieces, or one of the pins, let me show you how to use Tinkercad to make that happen. First, drag out the box cube and simply stretch it across. Let's look from the corner in the left side and make sure that we've got all the way to the back of it. Let's make sure we've got plenty of height. And then let's drag across. If you use this handle, it stretches both directions. Control Z is undo. If you use the tiny black handle in the middle, it only stretches across. You do not have to be perfect with this. You can just simply create more of these cubes until you're happy. So I'm going to duplicate this cube. I'm going to drag the duplicate over, and I'm going to collect, or I'm going to keep this tiny one right now. Use the little black handle to bring that across. I did not mean to move it. I wanted to stretch it. I think after looking at this more closely, the way these two come close to each other, I'm going to choose to save this little one instead. So I'm going to save the small one first. So that's beautiful. I've got that one selected. I'm going to click on this one and nudge it a bit more this way. So see how this one will not be cut. I can take this and stretch it all the way across now, and then I can take this second cube and stretch it all the way across. So with those all selected just like that, I am going to simply grab the entire project and hit group. And it instantly reduces it to just the small piece. Now if you look closely, there are a few tiny artifacts that I accidentally missed. So I'm going to ungroup. Aha! If you look closely, that's that little nub that I left a moment ago. So I'm going to stretch that out just a little further. To get more precise, you can go down to like 0.25 millimeters so that you're sure you're moving as close as you want without getting the real one. And this one's going to be a little bit more tricky, because if I go to right here, that little nub is still going to be hanging out. To do the rotations, I am right click, holding the mouse. That looks like it's not going to touch that. Alright, let's group it again and see what we get. I still have this tiny little nib, and I'm going to fix it like this. I'm going to just bring out another tiny cube. I'm going to shrink him down to a height that's manageable. I can use the rotate to get it so that I'm sure it's not going to touch anything else, and I'm just going to group again. Alright, so this skill is not super precise, but you can see it works. I'm going to hit export, STL, and then I'm going to call this, instead of naming it slice and dice, I'm going to call it 2.3 cube small part. And I have just exported the piece I may have needed. Then you simply ungroup it and ungroup it again, and then ungroup it again. And now if I want to get a large part, I just pick which large one I'm going to keep, and I repeat the steps. It's that easy to use the totally free Tinkercad as your tool for slicing and dicing. And it just sometimes takes a few attempts to get the parts you want. I think I'm going to get this large one real quick. Let me walk through that step with you. So that means I'm going to erase all of this. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to chop to right there. I'm just going to bring out another box. I'm going to do this so quick and dirty. It's just silly. But it will be effective and my part will be sliced out. And I see a little piece hanging out over here. So let's see what I've got left if I group all that. Alright, so all I've got is that silly little chunk right down there. And I'm going to get rid of it with its own little custom box just like I did the other way. Not making a mark, so I can just group. And boom, there's my large part. Oops, close. Not quite perfect though. Alright, so let's do this a little more precise. I'm going to rotate it so that way I can get it where it needs to be and I'm sure it's not going to hit. And bam. There's the large part. Once again, export, STL, and this time I'm going to go down to cube 23 small, and I'm going to change that to the word large. That, my friends, is how you can use the totally free Tinkercad whole trick to slice and dice a STL plate down to the parts you need. And then when you're done, just ungroup it and ungroup it to go back, and maybe you want to get the pins, maybe you want to get the center block, but you can build it however you want using any STL that you import as long as it's under 25 meg in size. Friends, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. If you like the movie, please click the like button. If you would subscribe, I would appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new movie from me, HLModTech, click that notification bell. Have a great day, friends.